You said, I slightly opened my mouth as if holding an egg inside. Sorry for this analogy, but I felt my abdomen being activated, similar to the sensation of going to the bathroom. This morning, my abdomen is sorer than usual. My response, you need to be careful. Holding an egg in your mouth, whose idea is that? I disagree. Wouldn't that make you like Franco Corelli? Why do I disagree? Because if you hold an egg in your mouth will inevitably tense up. And once your mouth tenses up, it will steal the breath that should be distributed to other parts of your body, completely emptying your abdominal breath support. You cannot hold the egg in your mouth. The egg must be placed inside your body, below the collarbone. Do you understand what I mean? My explanation might be difficult for people to comprehend, but this is a crucial technique. If I don't explain it today, people won't understand. I hope you like my video and share it with others. The more friends I have, the more I will share my techniques to help everyone become excellent singers. Well, didn't Martinelli say it himself? Let the voice ride on the breath. If you put an egg in your mouth, it takes up the primary breath support. So where does your voice ride? It can only ride in the upper part of your mouth, nose, mask, and forehead. Listen to your own voice. Isn't that the case? Therefore, apart from my theory, you must abandon any concept that I disagree with. Otherwise, your progress will be hindered. Do you understand? As for your abdomen being sorer than usual, that's actually great. Just wait. Time will bring you progress. My friend's message. I've done a lot of practice, including Delmonico's exercises and exercises focused on the lower abdomen breathing technique. From a scale of 1 to 100, I give myself a 10. And that's generous because I try to imagine that it's not me singing, otherwise I would only give myself a 1. I feel my breathing is wrong, my breath management is poor, and I feel out of breath. I have intentions, but my singing is too mechanical, focusing only on techniques related to breath, and that's not a good technique. As Lauri-Volpi said, when technique enters through the door, intuition jumps out the window. My response? I can feel that you're learning from Delmonico very well, but you should have a self-monitoring function. After mimicking a certain singer, can you see any progress the next day? Or, as Caruso said, check your results after 2 days. If you don't feel any improvement, then these Delmonico techniques may currently be of no use to you. What I want to tell you is that we need to cherish time and use the right, immediately effective learning methods. Don't have too many methods. For example, if you practice one exercise by day, it should have a specific effect. Every day I try new things, and the next day my body and my voice will show me progress. Seeing my own improvement is the motivation for me to continue learning and making videos. Regarding what you said about Lauri-Volpi, when a singer relies too much on technique, the natural intuition and emotional expression in their singing gets suppressed. In other words, if a singer only focuses on technique, overly concerned with how to produce the correct sound while ignoring their inner emotions and spontaneous expression, the voice loses its soul and artistry. I agree with this, but in the later part of his career, Lauri-Volpi's singing methods actually contradicted this very theory of his. Let me know if you'd like me. My student said, I know I'm in the learning stage and focusing on techniques related to breathing is correct, but I shouldn't overdo it or it will ruin the good things I already have. I feel nervous and I'm too tense. It's like someone is holding a gun to my face, and if I breathe wrong, I'll be shot. My body becomes stiff because of self-monitoring and judgment. Giovanni Battista Lamperti once said, a singer must absolutely not listen to themselves while singing, but listen to what they are singing. My response, you don't need to think too much or worry that you'll ruin the good things you already have. Next time, analyze your own singing and tell me, what are the strengths? What are the weaknesses? My biggest concern is that you might mistake your incorrect singing technique for something good. If you're not yet able to self-assess, then you don't need to do it right now. Each time you make progress, send me an audio recording. For example, what Lamperti said isn't wrong, but my method doesn't contradict his. Right now, you're not performing in an opera house. You're building your overall physique, to a level that can handle singing opera. So if you're not able to self-assess yet, how can you improve? When you're singing in an opera house, your body will be fully developed and you won't need to monitor yourself. But you're not at that stage yet. You're still in training, so you must monitor yourself. I also don't recommend monitoring yourself excessively. So I think it's great that you're learning a lot and quoting famous people's sayings to me, but the key is that you understand them correctly and apply them correctly, not just doing what some master says just because you heard it. My student said, "I judge myself too much when singing, which makes me as tense as the strings of a violin. Overjudging myself is a double-edged sword. On one hand, it pushes me to progress and improve quickly. On the other hand, it slows down my progress because I rarely let myself go. I believe my main issue, which is also my greatest strength, is my strict self-judgment. If I can manage this self-judgment better, my progress will be faster and greater. I give myself 10 points as encouragement, but I actually deserve only 1 point." My response: when singing, you don't need to judge yourself. You need to listen with headphones, using the best headphones, hundreds of dollars, and listen to where the breath is placed when the singer sings, whether the breath flows, how it moves, and then think about how to sing with the breath following the same flow. This is my method, which might be too difficult for humans. But if you're using a phone and the speaker is more than 10 centimeters away, you can't catch the essence of the singer's voice. In that case, imitation isn't very useful. You must use headphones, and they have to be high-quality ones. I made my own headphones, and the sound is better than any headphones over $100. If I change to a different pair of headphones, my singing passion decreases because the original sound source isn't very good. So, first, do what you can. Get a good pair of headphones and listen to your recordings. You don't need to be too strict with yourself right now. Just focus on whose method is effective and helps you improve. Relax. Don't overthink it. Appreciate the singers you're learning from and appreciate your own voice. That's enough. When you're finished singing, listen to your own voice, and at that point, you should give yourself a score. You said you are strict with yourself, which is good. I'm also strict with myself. You said you only deserve 1 point, but that means you have 99 points that you haven't acknowledged. Now let's talk about the singer you're imitating, Buzia. If he is a 99, where specifically does his 99 manifest? You need to know where your shortcomings are. Why did you subtract points from your 99? If someone gets a full score, why do they deserve 100 points? How do you specifically justify giving them that 100 points? You should do the same for yourself. If you say you only deserve 10 points, then what are your criteria for self-evaluation? For example, if there are 100 points, how would you rate yourself on 10 criteria? You need to define the evaluation criteria for yourself and be able to assess them carefully, not in vague terms. There should always be a basis for your judgment. This is you comparing your singing twice, once imitating Francesco Albanese and another time imitating Ion Buzea. Did you hear it? You are producing exactly the same sound, no matter who you are imitating. Your singing is just your own voice. Is there any imitation, any distinction between these two different styles? No. The problem is you don't yet have the ability to do this. You still need to train your breath and first transform your body. Only then will you be able to sing like Albanese and Buzea separately. I practiced this morning and I can do it. Now I'm thinking about who you could imitate to achieve the fastest progress.
Non una stella brilla in mezzo al cielo, e la stella mia sei tu sul mio cammino, ma compagno.